I'm making a vocal recording on the 23rd of the 10th, 2011. Someone shared with me a video of chemtrails and the fact that it's a lot worse than we actually initially thought. The trails that are actually being sprayed out in the air and atmosphere on a global scale, and increasingly more in the UK now, are actually, as predicted, a war on nature itself, a war on the world, and the chemicals and toxins contained within the trails are actually shutting down life, plant life, and natural life on the earth itself and in the atmosphere. Now, if you look at some of the images on the website, on my website www.thewakeup.co.uk, it shows that there's an aircraft which has got the canisters for the actual chemicals. So the pilots who are actually flying these airplanes are perfectly aware of what they're doing, because there is a button inside the aircraft which actually allows the chemtrails to be sprayed out. I've recorded footage of aircraft spraying the trails and then it's stopping and then starting again, almost as though they're changing the canisters over, or one line of canisters has emptied and they're continuing with the other one. So there's got to be some form of government disclosure or something that these pilots are signing. In fact, I think a whistleblower came forward. I seen a video on YouTube a few months back showing a pilot who didn't want his face to be shown, but it was actually indicating, and he was actually saying that, look, this is how it's done. Now, when I was in London a few days ago, we flew over Victoria Embankment and the Thames River, and I didn't actually have my battery on my phone was quite low, so I couldn't actually record the aircraft. But there was 3 aircraft flying together, almost in parallel, spraying chemtrails, and the sky was perfectly blue and clear again. Now, you also had a commercial airliner flying in the opposite direction. You could tell it was a passenger aircraft, because the shape is completely different to the aircraft that spray out the chemtrails. There was no contrail and there was no chemtrail. So looking at the video that I posted on my website on the 23rd of the 10th, what the scientist is actually saying is very correct, because the weather conditions have to be different for chemtrails and contrails. Thanks. We have it once again. What was a clear day, basically being clouded over by chemtrails. I mean, just look, it goes back to what I was saying with regards to blocking out the light. There's the sun there, but just look at the urgency and, you know, the priority that they have. They don't look like clouds to me. I mean, them streaks, they're not clouds. It's probably crap that I'm breathing in right now. That's going to make us all visible on radar. It's happening right under people's noses, and they're just driving along, going about their everyday duties, and they don't have a clue. I mean, they don't have a care in the world, and they don't have a clue. But when it's too late, that's when people are going to realise.